What is weathering? The Earth is always changing and moving. Some forces are building up new landforms and making them bigger. Other forces are wearing them down and breaking them into smaller pieces. This process is called weathering. Weathering is when something breaks down over time due to exposure to wind, cold, rain, and sunlight. Weathering is usually a really slow process. It takes a long time, and you might not even notice it happening. What is erosion? Erosion is a process that is very similar to weathering. It is when rocks, soil, and other materials are moved and changed by wind, water, and ice. Weathering breaks things down, but erosion moves things as they are broken down. Erosion can happen over a long period of time, or it can happen quickly if there's a big storm. Erosion can be caused by natural events like floods, landslides, and hurricanes. Today, we're going to learn how wind and water can cause weathering and erosion. Wind erodes. Air that moves around is called wind. Wind can be gentle and soft, like a breeze, or it can be strong and powerful, like a storm. When the wind blows, it can pick up and move tiny bits of rock and soil. In fact, it can carry these pieces really far away before finally dropping them. That's erosion, moving materials from one place to another. The tiny bits of sand and rock that the wind carries can be really powerful. They can blow against landforms and wear them away. This process is called wind weathering. It's like taking a piece of sandpaper, rubbing it against something, and wearing it down. Over time, the wind can weather rocks until they become smooth and flat. Wind weathering tends to happen close to the ground because it's not powerful enough to lift the soil and rocks it is carrying very high. When the wind carries the particles around, they hit the bottoms of larger rocks, slowly carving out unique shapes, which can be really fascinating to look at. Weathered rocks come in all shapes and sizes. Some of them have holes in the middle of them, while others look like mushrooms. Water changes the earth. Just like the wind, water can cause weathering and erosion. Water covers almost 3/4 of our wonderful earth. It falls to the ground as rain and snow and flows through rivers and streams. It also swirls around in the ocean. As it moves, it helps to shape and change the surface of our planet. Water can help to form canyons and hills, shape mountains, and can even make new land by depositing sediment. Sediment can be made up of all sorts of things that the water carries, like sand, dirt, rocks, and even shells. The faster the water moves, the more the water can carve away at the rocks and land around it. Streams and rivers are bodies of moving water that can wear away even the sturdiest of rocks over many years. As the rocks wear away, the little pieces of them flow into the water as sediment. Over time, rushing water can cause great changes to the earth. Rushing water can carve out deep canyons and gorges, changing the face of the land. These Grand Canyons can be incredibly deep, reaching depths of thousands of feet and spanning miles across. They can completely transform the environment, altering the landscape and creating new habitats for animals. Such changes can take hundreds of thousands of years to occur. Oceans change the earth. The ocean waves are also very powerful. Waves are made when the wind blows over the surface of the water, creating waves that crash against the shore. The waves are so powerful, they hit the rocks on the shoreline and break them into smaller and smaller pieces until they become tiny grains of sand. Over time, these grains of sand build up, creating a beach. This changes the surface of the earth. The sandy beaches we love to enjoy would never be here if it weren't for the force of the waves. Next time you go to the beach, take a moment to think about how cool it is that you're able to enjoy the beach, all because of the Earth's forces of erosion and weathering.